Guys, the day is here. Another trailer unload. We have some beauties in here. My Dave came all the way from Pennsylvania, and let's check it out. Now, AMA, if you've ever been to Mid-Ohio, this year they're doing a Suzuki. Mitch Boehm called us, and they're doing a Suzuki theme. So he's got two beautiful Suzukis in here, and the one in the front is the first real motocross bike I ever had. It went from a GT80 Yamaha to an R100. He's got a 79 in the front, but let's start rolling them out. This one right here, Dave sent me all the spec sheets on this one. This is a 79 RM400, and it's, Dave, this thing's all original, isn't it?
For the most part, yeah. We had to put aftermarket shocks on it.
Those are no leans too. Those are top of the line. This would be a killer bike to take to Mid-Ohio for the vintage motocross for sure. So there's some stiff competition here. I think it was Brock Glover. Brock Glover is in killer shape. He's like 61 years old. He beat all the young guns and everybody last year. Yeah, and he's coming back this year. And if you win at Mid-Ohio, you actually get an AMA #1 championship plate because it's kind of a big deal. If you've never been to Mid-Ohio for AMA Vintage Days, I highly recommend you go. If just punch in Kaplan Mid-Ohio, and a bunch of videos of the event will go on. It's the holy grail of classic dirt bike events, and I guess MX Rewind and Unadilla is close, but this is it's even more grandiose because it's at the Mid-Ohio Sports Center where they have a road race course in the middle of it all, and they do road racing pretty much all weekend long with vintage bikes, and you even get to do a parade lap. If you show up and sign up, you can ride your bike around the whole track, which is awesome. And it has the largest swap meet I've ever seen. It's massive. It's snowing out here. 26 days till Daytona. Not that I'm counting down the days or anything, but Daytona will be first, and then we'll be out to Mid-Ohio. Look at this. This is an 85 KX 250. Is that correct?
Correct.
Dave did a frame-up restoration on this. It is absolutely freaking gorgeous. Powder-coated frame.
The hubs.
The hubs.
Hubs, frame, bars.
They're beautiful. New XL wheels. Look at this thing, guys. It's snowing outside, but I'm warm inside looking at this thing. Look at this. Wow. What a beauty. My buddy Jim Boshin's probably, if he's watching this, he's probably getting excited. This is what he used to race the AMA Nationals on, and qualified for quite a few of them as a privateer. But look at this thing. Pro Circuit Platinum pipe. Engine's all rebuilt. All new hardware. She's a beauty. Hoosier tires. And you did them right. You mounted the Hoosier logo right by the Taco Cycle XL rim.
That was by accident.
Was it really?
Yeah, really.
I don't know, man. Looks like you planned it that way.
It does. It does.
What a beauty. Outstanding. So, guys, the AMA Vintage Days at Mid-Ohio, you camp out there for 3 days. The world's largest vintage motorcycle swap meet is there. You definitely go with an empty trailer and come back with a full one like we do every year. We buy tons of bikes there. It's awesome. So check this beauty out. This could be the poster child for the Vintage Days. This is an 83.
83.
YZ125.
I bought this bike mostly restored.
Oh, okay. I thought it was one you did.
And finished it.
It's beautiful. Is that frame powder coated?
Frame's powder coated, swing arm, fork lowers. Wheels are actually powder coated too. We did three pulls on it to get the right color on the wheels.
Looks beautiful. Do you powder coat them yourself?
No, actually the fellow I bought it off of, Billy Stewart.
The pipe looks beautiful too. Is that the original pipe?
That is the original pipe.
Wow, these are super rare to find one that's redone.
Yeah, one small dent in the bottom of the pipe, but pretty nice for 45 years old.
Yeah, I'd say it's beautiful. Spectacular machine. Now I'm really getting excited because this is a world-class machine right here. It's a 79 RM400. All original except for the no-lean shocks, tires, and a few other things. But this is an unrestored example, if I remember correctly, right?
Correct.
Wow. Where'd you find this?
I believe it's so short it doesn't have the original hand grips on it.
Wow.
I bought this bike out of Kentucky.
Is this original handlebars on this too?
I believe so. I believe
unbelievable.
Handlebars and hand grips.
Yeah, really nice. It's going to clean up like a new penny. I've never run a set of these no leans. I've heard really good things about them.
I had them on my 250. I really liked them.
Did you do some racing with those on there? Yeah.
Yeah, I raced 2 races in Arma with my 250. I just sold it a couple weeks ago.
What's your weapon of choice this year for Arma?
I'm having a 84 RM 250.
Cool. Hey, Mitch, Maybe we should bring this one, make this the what we'll restore it to brand new, and put this at the center display at the Mid-Ohio. Is it going to be that or the 100 in there? I don't know. They're both beautiful. So guys, this is a 79 RM100, the first real motocross bike I had. I did have a TM100, but that was a 74. This was the first bike I had any success racing on. In fact, I won the last 4 motos as a novice at Southwick by a mile on July 4th weekend of 1980. And I got my amateur plates. And then the following week, I was practicing at the sand pits, and my left side grip slipped off going over a jump, and I snapped my leg in half, like tib and fib both, which really sucked. So I didn't get to ride with my B plates until the following year. So, but these were super competitive, the RM100s against the YZ100s and the other bikes of that era. Is this one you restored, Dave?
Yeah, this here is a complete restoration.
What'd you do to it?
Well, powder coated rims, fork lowers, frame, swing arm, new shocks, fork seals, new engine. It actually has a 125 cylinder on it, I told you.
Sleeper.
I shouldn't have said that in case somebody wants to race it.
I bet you it hauls ass with the 125 cylinder.
It runs good, yeah. Runs real good.
Wow. What a flashback. What a beautiful machine. Flashback. Again, the mark for AMA Vintage Days, the featured brand is Suzuki. So you'll see a whole bunch of these classic TMs and RMs and twin shock bikes. But this is an exciting time to be involved in racing, because every year something new came out. You know, the twin shock era ended shortly after this, but in fact, the 100cc era ended also. What was the last year they made the YZ100? Was it 80? Was it 82? Yeah, they did away with the 100 class, and then of course by then they were all liquid cooled, single shock, full floaters. Can't wait to rip this one. I can't imagine what it's like with the 125 cylinder on there.
Yeah, it runs good.
Is it a stock cylinder or yeah? With new piston and everything?
Yeah, new piston, new rings.
What brand pistons do you use?
Wiseco.
Wiseco? Perfect. I beat the living stuffing out of my bike. I did my best. We didn't have a whole lot of money when I was a kid, so I did all my own maintenance. We couldn't afford to bring it to a shop, so I used to take the cylinder off of mine. What is it, 5 bolts hold the head on, and 4 on the base. I'd have it off in probably 15 minutes on the regular, like every couple of weeks, and I would hone the cylinder and decarbonize the piston head, and I'd bring the cylinder to school, and during shop class or study hall or whatever break we had, I had it in a brown bag, and I'd bring emery cloth and I'd polish the cylinder ports on it to make them, make them a little bit bigger and make it run better, decarbonize them. And I had those things like glass. I used to cook the chain. I would take the chain off and put it in a can of gasoline, a milk jug of gasoline, and shake it and then let it sit in there overnight, and then clean all the sand off of it. Then I would take the old gear oil and put it in a pan, and much to my mom's dismay, and bring it in the kitchen and cook it on the stove, and the grease would get all into the chain, because and we used to cut our tires too with razor blades. We couldn't afford new tires, so
I was the same way.
We couldn't afford full graphic kits back then, so whatever stickers we had were our graphics kit. But I had a blast, and we had fun racing them. Some of the best memories of my life are racing this bike right here, the 79 RM100. Well, Dave, they exceed my expectations. Thank you so much for bringing them down.
Thank you.
Well done. Great job.
Thank you. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Yeah, you did an awesome job here. Check the filters and oils and get them dialed in. And in a few days, we'll be riding wheelies up the driveway on them here for you guys. So it's is it Tuesday?
It is Tuesday.
Hey guys, Two-Stroke Tuesday. Have we got a trailer load of beauties for you, courtesy of my friend Dave. Thanks for watching, and as always, God bless America.